My dog is different. Cut the clip that was like, you should come up here and test drive and get a free Tesla from it. I feel bad for a lot of the actors and stuff out there now, the musicians. Once I get my foot in that door, raps. Period.
Welcome back to episode 5 of the No Script Podcast. Today's guest is Kevin Hart, Donald Trump, the owner of the world's smartest dog, and a comedian who has grown over 15 million followers alongside his amazing dog named Knox, a talented genius in the social media game and a good friend of mine. Please welcome Suave Xavier. Hey, what up, man? Or Suave. Either one.
The ladies say Suave. You can call me Suave.
Like the shampoo brand, huh?
That's it.
That's why I use it.
That's it.
Thank you for coming, bro.
Appreciate you for having me, man.
Yeah. First thing I noticed is that chain of yours.
Bro, I see it, bro. That's my baby boy Knox. I see it.
So your dog's Knox. You got your dog on the chain.
Mm-hmm.
How big of a role does Knox play in your life?
Man, honestly, he played a humongous role, bro. Like, that's my dog. Like, a lot of people just have pets and stuff that they post, but nah, Knox like my firstborn. That's how I treat him. That's my blood right there.
So I was looking at it, and I told him before this because we hang out and stuff. So I looked at his chain. I was like, I want to get your name. I want to say Suave or Suave.
You can't do
and
that.
And then where the dog is, I'm gonna get the Suave shampoo bottle.
Nah, you can't do that, kid. Nah, you can't do that, bro.
You asked
you can't
me.
Do that.
Who does it for you?
A guy named OKQ. He based out in Atlanta. He does car content on YouTube. Shout out to OKQ for making this with me, for sure.
Nice. So talk to me about your like transition in social media, because you had like a massive transition from like various different types of content, going from impressions to now doing stuff with your dog.
Mm-hmm.
Talk about that journey of how you started, why you decided to change over, and what's upcoming after that.
Got you. So a lot of it was based on figuring out the algorithm of social media, TikTok, Instagram, whatnot. And I started off doing voice impressions, celebrity voice impressions in the kitchen with my brother Canvas, my younger brother. And man, I feel like once I hit that peak of voice impressions, I needed to channel something different to gain a whole new audience. So what I started doing, man, was I was like, hey, I know my dog's character. I know his personality. Let's see how the first video might come out. So I did a video with him, and it went stupid viral. I mean, it broke.
And your stupid viral is like hundreds of millions.
Yeah,
hundreds of millions.
It went stupid viral, bro. So I was like, ooh. So then I was like, okay, I got something. And man, once that happened, I was just like, okay. So I built my audience off voice impressions. I built my audience off prank calls. I used to do like Kevin Hart, Donald Trump prank calls, pretending to be these people calling huge companies, pretending to be these celebrities and whatnot.
And those are all real, right? The
Oh,
phone
yeah.
calls you were doing.
All of them real. That's one thing about my content, man. It's all original. Nothing's fake. Nothing's planned out. Never know what you're going to get when you make these calls. So that's kind of how it happened, how I transitioned over to what I'm doing now. It's different. It's original. And I don't see it on the internet from no one else. So I was like, yeah, I got something.
How did you know, like, you had all these impressions in you? Was this something that just, like, you were fucking around in high school, you were like, oh, shit, I sound like Kevin Hart?
Nah, man. Honestly, I didn't even know I could talk like Kevin Hart. What happened was I was watching American Ninja Warrior. And true story, I was watching that, and I was eating Takis during that episode. That ass. I was eating Takis during the episode. And, man, I choked on a Taki. And I was running to the bathroom, pumping up my chest, and saying, "Oh my God!" And I was like, "That's how that happened. That's how that happened." And I was like, "Oh my God!" I was like, "Okay, wait." And I was like, "Oh!" So I was like, "I got some." You know what I'm saying? So that's how the Kevin Hart.
Dude,
boy,
imagine
that
your
ass.
mom just waking up to that. She's like sleeping. You're downstairs with these talkies. She's like, what the? Suave! Who's down there with you?
Bro, that's how that happened. Literally, that's how that happened. I choked on a thing of Takis, and literally out of nowhere found out I can do impressions.
So you know that choking on talkies can make you sound like Kevin Hart.
Uh-huh.
What if I choked on a cock? Dude, I'm like Dr. Dre.
Yeah, I don't know about that. That ain't my field. I don't know about that, my boy. Hey, sound like you got some figuring out to do.
Shit, we might have to after this episode's done.
Cap.
Are there? So you have? What about Trump? How did that one come? Because you do Trump really well too.
Yeah, man. The Trump. Okay, I was watching a video on TikTok that went viral. It was like, it may get bigger, it may get a little bigger. We'll see what happens, but regardless of what happens, we're totally prepared. And I was just like, okay, I'm gonna learn that shit. So I figured out how to do that impression, man. Just I heard him talking a couple of YouTube shorts, when I was like, I can do that. So I saw fucking
YouTube slides, bro.
YouTube shorts. YouTube shorts.
Watching a PowerPoint
Bro,
presentation like a president.
Yeah.
YouTube shorts. I was watching some YouTube shorts, man. YouTube shorts, not slides. I was watching some YouTube shorts, man, and I saw a couple of his videos, and I was like, okay, I can do that. And that's kind of how that happened.
So you learned that from like you didn't have that before.
Yeah, from scratch. I never knew I could do impressions, like, ever. That just came out of the blue.
Are there any impressions you haven't posted about or anything that knows you could do?
I've been working on a Terminator impression, but I ain't ready to share that yet. It's like, get to the chopper. I'm not ready. I'm not ready to share that yet. I'm still working on a couple of videos with that, but that's about it, man. Every other impression that I do is kind of off the top, and 9 times out of 10, I'm not trying to sound like them. It's just mimicking certain things that they said in videos or movies or whatever, and that's kind of how that started.
And so you had a problem with last time you came over here. I was like, we were driving in the car and you said something in the back, and I was like, why do you still sound like Kevin Hart? And you were like, once you got the accent, it was hard for you to get rid of the accent. Is that true?
That's very true. So, like, here's the thing. I talked like Kevin Hart for so long that it just became natural.
Like that.
It just,
Look, I heard it.
you know what I mean? It just became like a natural voice to me. And sometimes I don't even mean to do it. Like, I was ordering food the other day. Like, I think I told you this story. I was ordering food the other day at Chipotle. Not Chipotle, a hibachi place. I was ordering food.
Things.
Yeah, whatever. I went
to the beach. Oh shit! No, that was my mom's house.
Listen, the point is, I was ordering food at this hibachi place, and I noticed this woman behind me kept staring at me because she was hearing my order. I was like, "Yeah, can I get a hibachi chicken, a little bit of rice, and some vegetables?" And I see her looking at me, and I start looking back at her. And
are you the guy on the PowerPoint slides?
She was like, are you the guy? She was like, are you the guy that do the Kevin Hart impression on TikTok? I was like, yeah, that's me. That's me. That's the way. She's like, oh my God. My daughter, my kids love you. Can we get a picture? I was like, yeah, absolutely. And yeah, man. So it kind of just stuck with me after a while. Sometimes I don't even realize that I'm doing it. It just kind of happened. And yeah, that's kind of how the whole Kevin Hart thing came about.
So do people recognize you more for impressions or the other stuff you've been doing? Are they like, oh my God, it's the Kevin Hart guy? Or are they like, oh my God, you have a dog?
A combination of both. My old followers that started following me since I started, they'd be like, Kevin Hart was good. They see me in a grocery store, Walmart, Target, whatever. They'd be like, oh my God, bro, I love your impressions, blah, blah, blah. And then I have those followers like, man, yo, love your dog, bro. I love what y'all do. Keep it up. Never seen anything like that before. Y'all kind of remind us of like the new school of Shaggy and Scooby. And I was like, hey, yo, low key, I fuck with that. Like, that's dope. Like, you don't hear about that. You know what I'm saying? So I love what I do. It's original. No one else is doing it. I'm setting a bunch of trends everywhere. So that's the overall, like, man, I get so many, you make my day. Like, thank you for being who you are. Thank you for being original. Thank you for being funny. And man, that's what honestly drives me.
Do you think any of these people actually think you're Kevin Hart?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Tesla, for instance. I prank called.
Oh, you called Tesla and they thought you were actually Kevin Hart.
I prank called Tesla. Dead ass. Prank called Tesla. I was like, yo, man, I have no idea what kind of cars these are. I'm new to this field of cars. What do you recommend? And he was like, yo, with your pockets, we should go with the X. I was
like with your pockets, let me direct your line to Bugatti, bro. Why are you calling us?
That part. So he said that. I was like, whoa, I don't know if I need the X. That sounds big. I'm small and you know that. He was like, and he started dying laughing. And then like, dead ass, like moments after I cut the clip, that was like, you should come up here and test drive and get a free Tesla from us. And that was actually
Oh, really?
That was actually in
They
Cali.
wanted to give you a Tesla because
free
they thought you were
Tesla
Kevin
'cause I
Hart.
thought I was Kevin Hart, but I couldn't pull up because I'm not Kevin Hart. But
What if you did? Like
They probably-
what if you had like a burglar's mask on?
yeah,
And then you're like, okay, COVID or however, whatever you said.
honestly, they probably would have gave me a free Tesla, bro, just from the respect of them like realizing and figuring out that I wasn't Kevin Hart, but they respected the impression. Because it's a lot of people that try his impression, but it's not a lot of people that's actually spot on and actually sound like it. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, and
like,
yours is really good. Yours is really accurate.
it's top tier. The Rock posted it.
The Rock did?
The Rock
The
posted
Rock
it
reposted you?
on his Instagram. He said I was a genius.
So Kevin Hart's seen, because I was talking to him before. I was like, he was like, you think Kevin Hart's seen it? And he's like, yeah, probably. I'm like,
Oh yeah, no,
what
he
did
saw
they say?
it.
The Rock seen it?
Yeah, the Rock posted it. The World Star shared it, and Kevin Hart commented on it. He was like,
He
wow.
did?
Yeah, he commented. He was like, wow, crazy talented, man. I was just like, oh, wow. That's crazy. Okay, now I got to take this to the next level. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of how that happened.
So is there ever a possibility you might meet with him, collaborate with him or anything?
I don't know, man. Here's one thing about me. I don't really have idols. I've always been my biggest idol. I ain't gonna cap to you. I love certain actors and whatever, but Kevin Hart, man, I always thought he was like a hilarious comedian, and I respect how busy he is. He's always in every other movie, commercials. He's a busy guy. So like, if I don't meet him, it's cool. I'm not tripping over it. But if I do meet him, I do feel like there's a great opportunity that we could create like amazing content or amazing movies or whatever. Like, I feel like that'd be a dope.
What's one thing you would do with him? Let's say Kevin Hart walked in, he's like, let's make a video. I got 5 minutes.
Man,
You're like, porno.
bro, what the if Kevin Hart was like, yo, I got 5 minutes, what you want to do? Like, what kind of content video you want to make? Honestly, bro, it don't even matter. Let's like pretend to be each other. Like, let's mimic each other. Let's say certain shit and see how it sounds to everybody. Like, I mean, I don't know. I never even thought about that. Honestly, I don't know what I would do. I really don't know what I would do.
While we're on the topic of Kevin Hart and impressions, can we play a game where I give you a topic as one of the people you can impersonate?
Okay.
And we gotta role play that.
Okay.
All right. So I have some written down right
Let me
here.
clear my throat.
Clear that throat.
Clear my throat a little bit.
All right. First one. You're gonna be Kevin Hart. I'm gonna be your mom, and I'm gonna tell you Santa Claus is not real, but you don't believe me.
Okay.
All right. You ready?
Yeah.
Kevin, come here. I need to tell you something, darling.
Okay. What is it?
Kevin, I know you're in your 40s now and whatnot, but I hate to tell you this, but Santa Claus, motherfucker's not real, dog. Kevin, what's going on, buddy? You crying or laughing?
Oh shit! First of all, Mama, you lying. You lying. I saw him last year. He didn't come down no Trinity. Dad was actually Dad out there planting oatmeal in the driveway, pretending to be Santa Claus. You lied to me this whole time. I know he's not real, but he's still dressed up in the red suit. I know he's not real, but still, either way, it can happen either way. He's real. I don't believe you.
Son, that's been me putting your gifts under the Christmas tree every year.
So this whole time you've been
This whole
lying.
time, babe.
I know it's the reason I never liked you. I never.
Why do you think ever since you moved into your new place with your wife, you ain't never got no presents?
That actually explains a lot. That's
All right, I'm not.
explains a lot. Talk to me.
All right, this next one.
Uh-huh.
I work at Disneyland, but you're too short to get on one of the rides. Look, bro, 67 inches. You're at 64. I can't let you on.
Okay, but like, why not post that online so I would have known before I got here that I wouldn't be able to ride the ride? Is there really a height requirement? Why is it that there's a height requirement? Please tell me why I can't get on the ride.
Listen, Kevin, I don't make the rules here. I just know you're a little under height right here. We can't let you in on Cinderella right here.
It's 2022. Who still follows rules? Please tell me. What's that
Listen,
about?
I don't want to have to record you and call my manager. Kevin, I'm going to need you to leave the park.
It's not like I'm a midget or a dwarf. So what do you have against short people? What's the problem?
Listen, Kevin, I just know you can't get on Cinderella right now, but you could head your ass all the way to Kittyland over there and get on one of those.
I never liked Cinderella anyway. Kittyland is way better. It's way better. Honestly, I'm gonna invest in them. I should never came here. That's my fault. I apologize for wasting your time. If you gonna be
Nice.
I don't know what the fuck you would say.
All right, last one.
Talk to me.
They tell you can't order the kids' meal, but you try to justify it should be okay.
Hold on, repeat the question.
You try to order the kids meal, but I tell you can't, and you try to justify it. You should be able to. What can I get you, sir?
I would like a kids meal for where? McDonald's? I guess let's go McDonald's.
Yeah, this is
Happy
like
Meal? Are we talking about a Happy Meal or?
Unfortunately, I can't give you a Happy Meal, sir. Happy Meal, you have to be under the age of 10 years old. You, sir, might be under the height of a 10-year-old, but I can't provide you with a Happy Meal.
Okay, but can we talk about it? Because I don't.
Can we talk about
I really want that toy. I really want that toy. I have a collection of these. I was gonna add to my vault in my man cave. I feel like it'd be a good.
Sir, we haven't given toys away since 55 years ago, Kevin.
Well, you're not doing business right, damn it. That's why you lost so much business opportunity because you have the toys. I came here for the toys. I brought my kids here for the toys. We don't come here for the food. We come for the toys. Why would you fuck? Why? Okay. Let me ask you this. You think I'm gonna show up with a movie if it's not playing on the stream? Does that make sense? Does that make sense to you? It don't make sense to me. Does it make sense to you?
Sir, I'm just doing my job. Your kids ordered grown meal adults. You're ordering the kids meal.
Okay, but what if I was? Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Okay. I want to do something with Donald Trump. Can we do that?
Ah, shit. Yeah. Donald
All right.
Trump.
I'm a sneaky link you came to see at 3 a.m.
Ooh.
You ready?
Yeah, let's go. All right. You're a sneaky link that you came to see at 3 a.m.?
Yep. Hey there, Darth. Hey there, Daddy. Come on in.
We have to make this quick.
Oh, shit.
We have to make this very, very quick. I need you to get undressed right now.
Who are you to tell me what to do?
Bitch, I'm Donald Trump.
Okay, that was so good. Okay. All right, this next one. You're Donald Trump, but you're panhandling because you lost all your money.
I lost all my money
You're
as
on the
Donald
streets
Trump?
panhandling, yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
Let me tell you something. I've made billions. Billions and billions and billions and billions.
Donald?
Billions. Yeah, not right now. I've made billions and billions and billions. There's no way possible that I could ever lose all my money. Who are you talking to right now? Do you have any idea? It's President Donald. Nope, don't talk when I'm talking. That's rude. That's very, very rude. You don't love this country. You never did.
I love this
You
country.
never
Donald.
loved this country.
Donald, my parents came here to live a better life in this country. I love this country.
Well, let me tell you something about your parents. Okay, listen, quite frankly, they never loved this country. They came here because I became president, and they never loved this country. I told people I was going to make them billions and billions and billions and billions. Okay, you're not listening. Billions.
That's
I
good.
can't, bro. I can't.
Okay, last one.
All right.
You're Donald Trump. You go into a vegan restaurant, but you don't understand the concept of things being vegan. All right.
Okay. I go into a vegan restaurant. I don't understand the concept of things being vegan.
All right, Donald, before you order, it says you wanted the chicken sandwich. I just have to let you know the chicken sandwich isn't real chicken, it's vegan.
Then why the fuck would you sell it? Why is it on your menu? Are you crazy? Talk to me. Talk to me. Because clearly, you don't understand how the American rules work. If I want chicken, I'm going to get chicken.
It's a thing now, Donald. It's vegan stuff is a thing. It tastes like the real thing, but it's not the real thing.
And you know what we call that back home?
What do you call it?
Fake news. It's all fake news. It's made of fake news. Let me tell you something. The news is not even the news. It's fake news.
Can you do me a favor and pull your mask back up, Donald?
I don't have... I don't... I don't have a... I don't wear a mask here. I really don't wear a mask. But my throat is really dry. That's what I... What the fuck, dude?
That was good. That was funny.
Oh, man. Donald Trump, bro, was hilarious.
All right. Let's move on.
Mm-hmm.
So you made a transition in your career from all this stuff you were just doing,
Right.
from impressions, Donald Trump, Kevin Hart, whatever you were doing,
Mhm.
to now a majority of your content that I've been seeing has been with your dog, has been hilarious dog videos
Mhm.
with Knox. Talk to me about like that process of like what it takes to film with a dog. How do you make a video come to life with Knox?
Here's the thing, man. I really didn't know what I was getting myself into when I did my first video with Knox because, like, everyone has dogs. Everyone has pets. We know that. We get it. But here's the thing. My dog is different. I really do think I have that dog, that one dog in a lifetime.
What kind of dog is it? For those who don't know,
He's an American Doberman Pinscher.
which is huge, huh? Like a big dog.
Yeah, he's big. The Europeans get bigger, but he's an American. He's tall. Long legs. Real tall. Real tall dog.
How big are we talking? Like standing next to you?
Shit, Knox. If he's beside me right now and I'm sitting, Knox probably come out right here.
Wow. And he's how old?
Oh, he just turned 2. September.
2. So you have him trained to do whatever it is you do. Like in the videos, you give like a look to Knox and Knox goes running the other way. Is this something you've like trained Knox to do? Or is it something that Knox just, I don't know.
So here's the thing. I got Knox when he was 6 weeks. Like baby, like a little baby, man. And he was the only one in the box not trying to get out. And I was like, that's the one. And the thing is, I've had him for so long that he's really in like direct connection with people. He really understands certain mannerisms that people do. He understands communication. Knox is just like, man, he picked up on that really early. So my first video that I did with him, I never knew what I was going to get. I didn't know his reaction. And a lot of people think I'm throwing a ball or I'm giving him a treat. That ain't the case at all, man. I'll legit show him a video. He'll watch it.
You show him the video?
I will show Knox the video of what we're about to do or what's going on. He'll watch it. He'll look at me and be like, bro, we're not fucking doing that. what the fuck are you doing? We're not doing that. Like, what are you doing?
So that's like a connection you have with your dog that
Oh, yeah.
I've never seen before.
Yeah, I've never seen it before. That's why I do what I do. I've never seen that kind of relationship between a human and a dog ever. Like I see people.
So you actually have like these conversations with your dog.
I talk to Knox all
So
the
your
time.
dog is either extremely smart or you're on some crazy drugs.
Well, no, Knox talks back.
What? Like how?
He can talk. He can talk. I mean, y'all laughing. I'm serious. Knox fucking talk.
Okay, I'll be you. You be Knox.
No, I can't do that. Knox is a one of one, man. He's
So it's like I don't even know what to ask. It's crazy because like you'll be watching this video.
Mhm.
There'll be like a video of this iron bar getting stuffed in some dog's ass, and then it cuts to you and Knox, and you're like, and then Knox just takes off running. Right?
I'll look at him. He'll watch the video directly with me. He always watches the videos, and man, it's like he knows exactly what just happened to that other dog, and he's like, no fucking way. He's just not doing it.
How many
He's not
takes
doing
does that take?
Typically 1 or 2.
Really?
It's never more than that. He's so smart. Like I told you, he's so in tune with people. Sometimes, like, man, I don't even realize he's a dog. Like, I can tell Knox to go open the fridge and get me a drink, and he'll do it. Dead ass. Dead ass. If I want a Gatorade or something, I have to fill water. Knox knows how to go in the refrigerator, open it with his nose.
He's like one of the waiters. You're like, go get me a Coke. He's like, well, we have Pepsi.
That's Knox. That's
Yeah.
Knox. So a lot of the things that people see about Knox, man, Knox he's a sweet dog, but he's also an asshole. Knox mean as hell.
Oh, he's mean, huh?
No, Knox mean as hell. He's not friendly. Like he's friendly once you get to know him.
Turns out you don't even want to make the videos. Knox just turns you into his bitch.
Bro, Knox be like, get the fucking camera off. And that's how that goes, man. That's
So Knox, if somebody sees you out in public and just walks up and starts petting Knox, is that a bad idea?
absolutely. First of all, he ain't gonna let you get that close to me to begin with. He's not gonna let you get that close to him without knowing him or announcing, yo, hey, blah, blah, blah. Is this your dog? Yeah, nah, Knox don't really play that, man. His ears are really perk up. His hair on his back is stand up. And that right there alone should be enough to know that, hey, you just can't walk up and pet my dog.
Which
I don't even like that.
It might be like a scary situation too, because like a lot of people see you on social media and like, oh, like they see you and you come off as a friendly person on social media. Knox comes off as a friendly dog on social media.
Right.
So is it ever like, I hope nobody comes up to Knox like that?
Oh, 1000%, man. I tell people all the time, like, what you see on the social media is not actual people's lives that they live. Like, don't get me wrong. I joke around, me and Knox, we always fighting. But man, like, and it's funny on the internet. But it's on the internet. You know what I mean? just walk up to us or me or Knox and just like expect. And I'm a friendly person, you know that. I'm very outgoing. I love conversation, blah blah. But don't run up on me. Like, don't run up on my dog. Like, that's just not cool. Like, because if something happens, then it's my fault at the end of the day. Like, ask me before anything. Like, I'm cool with you trying to pet Knox and asking me, can you pet Knox? But don't run up to him and assume that he's friendly. That's anybody. I wouldn't run up to anybody and presume that dog was friendly. I just would never do that. That's common sense that you just don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I seen a Doberman walking down the road and I see this guy walking a Doberman, I'm not going to immediately walk up to his Doberman just because I seen it online and assume that it's friendly. You can't do that. Like, that's not how that shit works. But if you ask me, hey, is your dog friendly? Hey, like, we love you guys. We appreciate the post. You mind if we take a picture or if I can pet Knox? That's a different ballgame. Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
in that case, Knox doesn't feel as threatened, right? You tell Knox
Yeah.
something, like, no, they're cool.
Come in with it. Like, come in smooth. Like, I mean, I always tell people, even when people come over my house, I always tell them, don't pay no attention to him. Let him warm up to you. That's what it's about. Let the dog warm up to you. Don't try to warm up to the dog because you never know what the dog is thinking. But the dog always knows what you're thinking.
Right.
You know what I mean? So if a dog don't feel your energy when you walk in, they automatically they won't fuck with you. Period.
Yeah. So I mean, I was joking about like dogs. Like, I know how smart dogs are. I had seen this video.
Mhm.
The video. I don't know if you've seen it. Damn, the fire trucks are out there.
Yeah, they are, right?
Do you hear them?
A little bit.
If Knox hears that, is he like, oh?
Oh, he at the door. He at the door. He's trying to figure out what it is. Who's gonna come in? Yeah.
So I saw this video. The dog, it was like in like a third world country where they have their stands all by the street selling vegetables, fruits, everything.
Mhm.
And this dog walks up with a basket in its mouth. And the caption was, dog buys groceries for owner. Puts the basket down, puts his hand on everything that it wants one by one. And the people selling it are just putting it in the dog's cart. And then on the last one, the dog points at this orange.
Mhm.
The lady gives the dog another orange. The dog like moves the cart. It keeps pressing that one orange it wants. And then at the end, it just grabs it itself and walks away.
The dog do?
The dog does.
With his mouth or like?
With his mouth, yeah. Into the basket, grabs the basket and walks away.
Wow.
By itself, no owner around, nothing. I was like, wow.
Yeah, no, I've never.
Like, you can't make stuff like that up. Like, you can see videos online and be like, oh, he's doing this, but it's a fake social experiment. It's a fake skit. It's this or that. But when it comes to like a dog doing something like that, it's like, you can't fake that.
Nah,
It's not a human in a dog costume.
you can't fake it at all, man. People sleep on dogs, man. Dogs have so much personality, and I've learned that through Knox. I respect Knox. Knox respect me. We have that mutual understanding of each other. And the thing about Knox, though, what I really appreciate about him is he can read me very well. Knox knows what kind of mood I'm in. He just knows me, man. I've never been this in tune with a dog before. That's why, like, he's just so special, man. Like, obviously, you see my necklace.
Yeah.
That's him. That's him on my pendant. So, I don't know, man. He changed me in a way, too. So, we just go so well together. And
And a lot of people don't know. You're actually, like, you're in LA now,
Mhm.
but you don't live in LA. You lived in Atlanta for a while. Now you're living in South Carolina.
South Carolina. Mhm.
And what you had told me before is you just love life out there because it's so different. You feel so open. You feel so free. Does Knox play a role in why you love living out there as opposed to a place like LA?
Yeah, man, absolutely. It's one of those things where, like I said, like I mentioned earlier, Knox is not a people's person. He really has to warm up to you in order to like you. So I would never put him in an uncomfortable situation. Just like myself, I wouldn't put myself in an uncomfortable situation, so I wouldn't do it to my dog either. That's just how I am. Like I said, I treat Knox like literally like my firstborn. So like coming to LA, like having to park on certain streets, parking in garages, seeing people left and right, that's not Knox. That ain't me. I grew up in the country. I'm so used to having open space and just being able to do my own thing that's kind of what I'm used to. And that's what Knox is used to. So to just up and move and come to a place like LA or like to stay in Atlanta where it's just super busy, it just won't really like our cup of tea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you like country music. That's something that like a lot of people don't. Like,
Yeah,
truly, a lot of
yeah.
people don't. And I love country music, and I got to tell them the story. You know the story.
Mhm.
I was driving on the street the other day, and you saw my story I posted about with Kane Brown.
Yeah.
I was driving, like, there's like guys that you just don't expect to see, like
Right.
especially country singers. You like, I'm in LA. Like these country singers, they're so big on like their hometowns and stuff. So it's like when you see that out here, just walking on the street by himself, the streets of LA by himself with a bodyguard, I was like, what the fuck is that Kane Brown? I like whipped my car around. I got out because I had bought a CD a while ago. I'm like, dog, I bought your CD. That shit said it was signed. That shit came unsigned. I thought he'd be like, oh man, like let me hook it up. Blah, blah. He took a picture with me. He was so cool. He's like, nice Tesla, bro. I was like, thank you. Then the next day I'm driving. I see him in front of a hotel again. This time he's got his hands up like this. He's like trying to get my attention. I was like, I made it.
Did you turn around?
No.
Why not?
I don't want to be that guy.
Hey, I feel it. I feel it. I feel it. I feel it. That's dope. That's
But
dope.
yeah, no, I country music's my thing. What got you into country? Is this something you grew up with, or?
Yeah, so like, man, I grew up on the lake, and I had a bunch of white homeboys and stuff.
Why you
man.
point at me? I'm not even a what?
I had a
Man, you know, you feel me? Like I grew up in the country. I had a lot of white friends.
that was like
White,
no pun intended.
white.
Like, nah. I didn't. What I'm saying is, I grew up on the lake. I grew up in that atmosphere to where I was around.
He's like, white complexion, white skin tone.
yeah, nah.
And
I
then walks
just
back and continues the story.
Yeah, I just grew up in the atmosphere, man, where I was always on like four-wheelers. I was always in the woods. I grew up hunting. I grew up on the boat, man. I grew up on the lake. I grew up going to the beach. And I heard a bunch of country music. And me personally, I'll never judge like where anyone comes from or what kind of music that they listen to. So being open, man, I've learned a lot from country music. So like, I don't know. I heard my first country song. It was actually Tennessee Whiskey by Chris Stapleton.
Love that song.
That was my first country song I heard. And I heard how smooth
Sing
it
it.
was.
Sing it. You got a voice. I know
how
you do.
smooth. Yeah, the Tennessee Whiskey. And I just heard how smooth it was, man. I was just like, oh wow. That's dope. Like, I like that. And I don't know, man. Ever since I heard that Chris Stapleton song, I've been open to country music. And that's kind of how I got into country.
Ask me about rap.
Oh,
Ask me if I like rap music.
oh boy, here we go.
All right, so I grew up in LA. I have a lot of black friends.
All right, Ken, let me ask you this. What's your this is gonna be a very personal question.
Ask me. Hold on, we have a segment called Spill the Boba. Do you want to save it for that, where it's a very deep personal question?
Oh no, it ain't that. It ain't
All right,
that.
go ahead.
It ain't that. I'm just gonna ask you if you could put your top 5 rappers in an order from 1 through 5, like 1 being the greatest, who would be
Yeah.
your top 5?
Honestly, because a lot of people like in music, especially with music taste, that changes all the time.
Right.
But then
right,
you look
right.
at like who you truly like liked off the jump, and if you think about them, it's like wow.
Okay.
I think Eminem, because I got him right here behind me. I think Eminem is the greatest rapper of all time.
Now are you saying it because he's white? Or? I respect him.
Yeah, man, Eminem. For more recent artists, why are you laughing, bro? You think my whole list is white guys?
Oh shit!
Like I like Lil Peep,
You know
Vanilla
what?
Ice.
Okay,
MGK.
okay. That's why I asked this question. I'm curious. I'm just saying, like, what's your
Moneybag Yo.
You put Moneybag top 5? He's good.
It's who I listen
But-
to right now the most is like Lil Baby, Moneybag Yo. But all time top 5. Damn. I love Nas.
Okay.
Damn. This is tough.
Hey, it's a question.
Hey, that's a good top 2 though. Eminem and Nas so far.
Oh, it's a great top 2 for sure.
Help me out. Who do you got?
Man, I'm a Wayne fan.
Lil Wayne. Oh my God. Yes. Yeah. I gotta put Wayne.
You gotta put
Wayne's gotta be
Wayne.
number 2.
You gotta put Wayne in top 5.
You think Jay-Z's up there?
I've never really been into Jay-Z's music, but I understand everything he's done. So
From a business standpoint.
from a
you'd say
business standpoint,
Jay-Z.
you gotta put Jay-Z at least like top 10. But
Definitely business standpoint of musicians, I think he is top 3, bro.
it's so like I said, I'm not that in tune to Jay-Z's music, and I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna speak negative about it or positive about it. I don't know enough about it, but things I've heard, I'm like, damn, yeah, that's smooth. And I've seen everything he's doing, like the Blueprint.
Yeah.
Crazy album.
Absolutely.
Crazy
All controversy aside, where's Kanye on top? You put him top 5 for.
I can't. I love Kanye, and I hate everything that Kanye is going through right now. But me personally, I couldn't. I don't relate to Kanye's music. Therefore, in my top 5, I wouldn't put him in my top 5. Now, there's people that can relate to his music, but yeah, Kanye's my top 5. Cool. That's you can't throw hate on that because that's their top 5. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I don't relate to Kanye, so and not no way, shape, form. So I can't put him in my top 5 if we're looking at it from like a relatable standpoint. But like my top 5, what I grew up on, like you were saying earlier, man, I gotta go with like Biggie, Pac, Wayne, Eminem, Nas. A lot of people sleep on Wu Tang and DMX. Like, I mean, man, like I
It's
don't
crazy
know.
how like you're 26, I'm 23,
Mhm.
but like when I was growing up, it wasn't like Pac this and that. It was near the end of the Eminem kind of time.
Era,
But you
okay.
were like more of like you're saying Tupac, Biggie, those kinds of guys. But
Yeah.
I never got that in my generation of
Okay.
growing up.
Whoa. Did this man just say he didn't know who Tupac
No,
and
no, no.
Biggie?
I didn't say I didn't know him. I was
Oh,
like, I wasn't going around and my homies were all playing Tupac and
okay.
Biggie and whatnot. It was more like Eminem was coming to an end. It was getting him into more of the SoundCloud rappers, which kind of, you
Okay.
know what that turned into with
Okay,
like
that
Lil
makes
Pump
sense.
coming out of nowhere. And,
Oh,
but I'm saying it was like, I feel like I was around the time when all this stuff was changing from that generation of music to this generation of music we have now.
okay. Okay, I can see that.
But I mean, you do get the people that are like, I don't know if you'll ever get a sound like what Eminem and Lil Wayne had to offer in terms of not sound, but in terms of like what they put on paper and what they were able to say. Like Lil Wayne, with all the crazy shit he's done, like
Mm-hmm.
I think you got to respect him with all the crazy amounts of drugs and whatnot that he did for him to be able to say the stuff he was saying on paper. And even Macklemore says it in a song. It's like, I can't believe that with all the stuff he was doing when he was actually saying the stuff he was able to do.
Right.
He's like, I tried to do that when I start taking drugs. I just want to rest. I just want to sleep. But Lil Wayne was a monster. He's like a creature that no one will ever be able to become
Right.
like him.
Right. Little and what I've grown up knowing about Lil Wayne is that he didn't write. He he went in the studio, he said some shit, like he did like takes, different takes, but he never wrote. That's what I was told. That's what like everyone always says about Wayne. That's what Wayne said. I don't write.
Mhm.
So a lot of the time Wayne be like in his interviews, if you watch him, he'll be like, I don't even remember those lyrics. I don't remember saying that.
Yeah.
So obviously he was on some kind of drugs, right?
Absolutely,
Like
yeah.
some kind of drugs. But I mean, I don't know, man. You gotta give Wayne top 5. I don't care if you like rap or not. You have to put Lil Wayne in top 5.
It's storytelling, it's lyrics,
He made
it's
music for everybody.
everything.
Everybody. He made music for everybody. And when you're an artist and you're able to do that, then man, it sends you up in the charts.
Because you kind of got your feet wet a little bit in music. You're currently doing music. You've only released what, 1 or 2 songs into the
Yeah.
public, but you have like some hits on your hands. Like, what's your process of music?
Man, I do music because it's fun. I think music is easy. It comes natural to me. I'm all like I told you earlier, I'm all about timing. And right now for me, with everything that I got going on, the campaigns, the content, the traveling, music right now for me is just not smart to just, okay, I need to do this like right now. I need to show these people what I can actually do musically wise because you may say, and I think I'm musically talented and gifted. I can do music. I think it's easy. I think it's fun. But for me, everything's all about timing. So if the timing ain't right for me, 9 times out of 10, I'm not gonna push it.
Spit something, baby.
That's that pressure.
They don't know you made like songs as Donald Trump, songs as Kevin Hart, which were great. I heard them, but you
I'm gonna
haven't
put those
posted
out.
either. You should put those out, definitely.
I'm gonna put those out soon. My plan with those though is to. I'm more of a visual person, so once I can get visuals for those songs and I can get costumes or whatever,
What is it, like a Donald Trump mask or something?
not necessarily the mask, man. Just the wig, maybe like a nice little dress up suit.
I think that's a great way to transition from what you're doing into music.
Yeah, man. Like and I'm really working on a bunch of acting stuff right now. So to throw music on top of it,
Is that the
It's-
goal? The goal is to become an actor?
oh yeah, man. I got to be on everybody TV. I got to be on everybody TV. It just feels natural to me. It feels normal. It feels like home. So like acting, like if I compare the two between being an actor or music, I would definitely choose acting because I just feel like there's more opportunity in it. because when you're a musician, people expect a certain sound from you. 9 times out of 10, oh, like I want a song just like that song, or a song a little bit different than that song. But when you're an actor, man, you can do a combination of different films. You can do comedy, you can do action, you can do horror. Like you give your audience that view of you being able to play in different, like play different roles. So I think acting, if I compare it to music, I think acting is just more efficient.
Just directing something you want to do too. Would you ever want to like bring your own vision to life, write something, produce it, direct it?
Oh yeah, man. Like I got so many ideas and stuff in my head, and I always tell myself, once I get established, that's exactly what I'm gonna be doing. My overall goal right now is get my face in the picture. And once I do that, I'm gonna take over the entire internet.
That's what a lot of people don't understand. They see you, they're like, oh my God, he's got millions of followers everywhere. He's made it. He's living life. He's just chilling at home. But you told me you're just getting started. This is like, you're not anywhere near where you want to be.
Nah, man, I'm nowhere where I want to be, man. I ain't got enough meals yet. I don't got enough M's. I'm so humble and grounded to what I do, man. Is once I really get my foot in that door, which right now I'm in that door, but man, once I see that opportunity, that little window of opportunity, I'm gonna take it. And once I get it, Kia, it's raps. It's raps for everybody. Man, I feel bad for a lot of the actors and stuff out there now, the musicians, whatever. Because once I get my foot in that door, it's raps. Period.
Cool. I think this is a perfect time to transition into our segment of Spill the Boba, where I'm going to ask you some deep, dark, personal questions, and we're going to get to it. But first, let's grab the boba. All right, this is our segment called Spill the Boba, where I'm going to ask Suave a kind of personal question that nobody knows about. And in front of us, we have 7 different types of boba flavors. Suave, I know how you feel about the boba balls, but just do me a favor and try them out. I'll pick out, like, how about 2? We'll do 2 for you. I'll choose 2 flavors I think you might like, and you give me a rating of those as we talk.
All right, that's about.
On the topic of this, is it just weird, the balls, or what?
Yeah, that shit disgusting. That shit nasty. Anybody drink that? Seriously, y'all can lie out, bro. Be honest. Boba nasty, bro. That's an honest opinion. I don't know how people drink boba.
You'll like this one.
Man,
We're about to change your mind.
doubtful.
Yeah, just drink from the top.
I'm gonna have to. That shit nasty.
You seen Steven Crowder? Is that his name? What's that
Steven
guy's
Crowder.
name?
Jay Crab.
No, Steven, the guy who sits in front of like schools and says some super controversial topic and says, change my mind.
I ain't.
I'll put Suave out there. Boba's ass. Change my mind.
That shit disgusting.
All right, give this a shot.
Yeah, you got the black and white.
Oh, let me try this before you. Make sure it's good before I ruin your taste buds.
This is outfit, so.
Oh my God.
I don't want it.
Oh my.
If you think it's good, I don't want it.
Bro.
Fuck.
Oh my God. That's it.
You ain't got COVID or nothing, do you?
No, I used to. I just want to give a.
Fuck you, man. Give me a different straw.
I don't have COVID, bro.
I'll tell you what, we're gonna do this right here.
Okay, you can flip it. I just want to give a quick. Actually, let him try it first. Yup.
Without the
drink?
little balls, that shit straight. But I went like
But it's good.
it's straight.
1 to 10 without the balls.
1 to 10, like a 6. Like a 6.
Damn. That's like a 12 out of 10. I just want to give a quick shout out to Boba Time in North Hollywood on Lancashire for supplying us with the boba. So if you guys want your boba, go to Boba Time on Lancashire. All right. So let me ask you, Suave. People see you now. They look you up. Big content creator. That's what they know you as, right?
Mm-hmm.
What a lot of people don't know is that after you graduated college, correct?
Mm-hmm.
You wanted to go be a detective?
Yeah, I was wanting to tap into the whole CSI program, like CSI detective.
So what did you major in?
Criminology.
You
I
did?
got a bachelor's degree in criminology. I graduated from UNC Wilmington in North Carolina.
Oh, really? So what was the process after college trying to get into that work?
I was doing a bunch of ride-alongs. I was doing an internship actually, and
You know what would have been hilarious?
what?
if on a ride along, that's where you discovered you sounded like Kevin Hart.
That would have been pretty good. That would have been pretty funny for sure.
So you were like legit in the car, in cop cars, seeing what they do.
Oh yeah, man. I've seen a lot of stuff. Like a lot of the ride alongs that I did though, you have to sign like a waiver. Like if something happens on the ride along, you can't get out the car. Like for your safety, you're not supposed to get out the car. But if you see the officer or whatever getting their ass whooped, then
That's what I'm saying. Like some dude pulls the gun, starts
Yeah.
shooting the officer. Suave's just looking at the waiver. He's like, I can't do it now.
Yeah, nah, you like
I wrote my name on the bottom right here.
you gotta help out, man, depending on what kind of person you are. Personally, I would help out. But I mean, if you don't feel like you're ready for that, then I don't suggest it because anything can happen at any time.
So the cop walks up, he pulls someone over. You have to stay in the car, or do you walk up and see what's going on?
Nah, you stay in the car. Everything's a visual when you do ride alongs. Now, there's incidents where like you can get out and as long as nothing's going on, like you could be with the officer. But if something happens, like if they pull over someone, they're about to give them like a speeding ticket or drunk driving, whatever, you have to stay in the car. So that's pretty much.
Are
like,
you
what's
geared
going
up too, or what are you wearing?
on. Nah, you just joggers, maybe a t-shirt, blue jeans, a shirt, something.
It's a really cool concept to me. Like I wish I could just sit in a cop car and see what they do.
It's dope, man. Like, as long as you ain't in the back of it. That's
it. That's
I'm,
it. Huh?
I'm claustrophobic. So when you get back there, you see those bars. You're like, oh shit.
What if you're like, you hear like a call coming in? It's like over, and then it says like your address, and you know like one of your homies is doing something over there. The cops like, all right, we're going now. Would you like try to stall them?
Bro,
Like, we're going here. You're like, no, we're not. We gotta go back. I saw some shit going on.
If it's my address and I know something's going on at my house, I'm a freak. I'm a freak out. I'm gonna freak out. I'm gonna freak out. Be like, oh shit, yeah. Can we go to the can we go to Starbucks? You like donuts? I want some donuts. That's probably what I'm gonna do, bro. I'm gonna stall. That was a little tent. Hey, get the fuck up out of there. That's probably how that would go. Yeah.
What are the cops like out there? Where was this, by the way?
Ooh,
What state were you in?
so this was in.
Oh man, the cookies are done. Is someone gonna bring us cookies?
This was in North Carolina.
Oh, whose arm is this? Thanks, Dirk.
You said my name.
Thank you, imaginary man who just happened to put in cookies into the screen. Cookie? Did we?
Yeah, I'll take a cookie, bro.
Okay, so you were where?
I was in North Carolina.
North Carolina.
Mhm.
What are cops like out there?
What kind of cookie is this?
Imaginary man, what kind of cookie is this?
Chocolate chip.
You said
It's
chocolate.
light on chocolate. Easy on the chocolate.
Easy on the
It don't
chocolate.
taste like chocolate chip. It tastes like bread.
It's vegan, Trump.
It's vegan. That's a weird cookie. Here, I'm gonna sit there right here.
Okay, so yeah, talk to us about. Keep going. Like after school, that's what you wanted to do. How far in the process did you get, and then what changed it?
So, right after I graduated, that's about when the time that COVID hit, and I was doing like heavy ride alongs. I was talking to a bunch of my college professors about the next step or what steps I should take in order to get into this program faster. And they was mentioning like, oh, you gotta go through BLET, basic law enforcement training. So I grew up watching cops, so I always had the respect for it. You know what I mean? And then that was right around the time the Black Lives Matter and all that kind of stuff was going on. So I was like, damn, that's tough times right there. You feel me? Like that's
How was that for you?
man, honestly, I don't even want to talk about that. I don't even want to talk about that. That's a whole nother conversation. But that movement, I understood the movement and I'll stand for the movement, but I'm an all lives matter type person. Like that's just I'm solid, man. Like I don't believe all cops are bad cops, but I do believe that there are some fucked up people in this world, some evil people in this world, man. I'm very spiritual and very humble. And
I think the problem is it's you have those select few and everything.
Oh,
right?
absolutely,
So you'll have these
absolutely.
bad cops that now give an image to the whole department.
And there's a saying that one bad fruit can literally ruin the whole bunch. And that's how people view that. But I don't really see it that way. Because if you that one bad person, or if you that one bad fruit, you're not finna make my reputation that. Like I speak for myself, I stand for myself. So therefore, whenever I approach these people and I'm doing my job, it's the utmost respect.
And I think what people like, you were in that department, and
Mm-hmm.
what people need to understand is they're not all supporting these bad actions that are going on.
Nah.
They're in there like scared for their lives because of the judgment that's being put on their whole department because of
Yeah.
something someone else has done. Like if me and you were friends and you went and did some stupid ass shit,
Right.
like obviously it's gonna be put on both of us. If like let's say you're my brother, we live together, you go do some crazy stupid ass shit,
Uh-huh.
and I'm in the car with you. It's like I didn't do it, but like now it's on both of us kind of thing. You know, it's like
Right.
it sucks. It sucks for the, like I feel for that, you know, like, and you
Oh.
were in there, so that's why I wanted to talk about that.
Absolutely. I mean, at the end of the day, man, these cops, these guys and girls, these women that's in these uniforms, at the end of the day, they have a family to go home to. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, too, they're people. People don't see that. They see them as a possession of power that abuses their authority among everyone else. So people look at them as a superior type of person that directs and just literally apply the law to everyday life. But nah, man, these are human beings that we're talking about. People
That get
forget
off
that.
work, that go home, that have
Go
a good
home,
time, and
got a
enjoy time with their
schedule,
family.
got
Yeah.
kids, got dogs, got a wife, girlfriend, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like they're just doing their job. A lot of them do their job, and then a lot of them are, that asshole.
Fuck them.
Period. Yeah, no, I don't really support that. I don't really. There's a whole bunch of, and I don't even want to get into it. I mean,
No, I hear you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So you said after COVID is when all this was going on, and then you
Mhm.
wanted to transition. What made you want to transition from doing that to something completely different?
So man, honestly, when I came on TikTok, there was a bunch of dances and childish shit going on. I was like, ain't no way ever, ever. And I never really tapped into the whole dancing stuff. I never did any of that. Like, nah. I told myself if I was gonna get on TikTok, like it has to be original ideas, original content. That's the only way I'm gonna be able to do this. I can't follow trends. I ain't doing none of that. That's not me. Never been a follower, man. I've always been a leader in everything I've done. So like seeing all these people do these dances, raising their little shirts, getting down.
I
I'm
like
like,
that. Let me see that one more time. Suave.
oh
Let me rub some Suave shampoo on my chest there.
my,
Watch you
cut this shit
strip
off.
for me.
Cut this shit off. Cut this shit off. Cut this shit off. Yeah, nah, man. So like when I got on TikTok during that time, during the pandemic, man, I saw it as an opportunity to grow as a person and to show people like how funny and talented and original that I was.
Mhm.
So when I start going, man, it became fun. And then once I figured out the algorithm and how to really do this shit, and I saw the money and stuff that was into it when it comes to like the advertisements and the campaigns and stuff like that, I was like, oh wow, like this is dope.
How fast did you grow? That was that was COVID time, and now you're at 13 million TikTok followers.
Yeah, man. I hit 13.3 million followers in like 2 years. It was fast. Like
Wow.
it was fast. The first video I did that went viral was the celebrity voice impressions with my little brother. And we were just pretending to be different celebrities, just quoting different lines from movies and stuff. And that shit just went viral. And then that's how people kind of start knowing who I was. They start recognizing me when I went. I was like, yeah, that's your boy.
So now you have that kind of recognition. You have that support.
Oh yeah.
Did you have that from everyone right off the bat when you decided to get into creation?
No, not at all, man. It was a lot of family and friends telling me that I was wasting my time. Like, you shouldn't do that. You're not that. That's not you. That's not your person. That's not your character. But like I told you, I'm very spiritual. So when God show you a vision, it's not for everyone else to see. That's your vision. You feel me? So when God said, hey, I'm gonna let you be able to touch hearts. I'm gonna let you be able to make people laugh. I'm gonna let you be able to create and make people's days. I ran with it. To me, it was like a football. I picked that shit up and started running. And I ain't let my foot off the gas since then. So
And me and you were both really big on image and how people view us, which a lot of people might say, don't worry about that. Just do you, live your
Right.
life. But it gets to a point in your career where you kind of need to think about how people are viewing you, because that could really have an impact on somebody else's life.
right.
Because you got to think about the inspirations we had growing up.
Mhm.
It's like, with that, you might not know it, but a lot of what they do, what they put out, what they're doing in their daily life has an impact on how you think and how you see the world.
Right.
And it comes to like people like us, like if first graders looking at you, Suave's doing all this stuff, I want to be like Suave, I'm going to go do this. That could really impact this kid's life, not only for that time of his life, but moving forward forever.
moving forward. And honestly, all these kids, all these people that come up to me and they recognize who I am, man. It's crazy because like people be like, "Oh wow, like I never seen this happening for you." I'd be like, honestly, I didn't either, but God did. Period. I'm like, that's kind of how it happens. Like I tell people all the time, like just because something don't work out for you in the beginning, and you feel like you don't know how to get started, that's the hardest part of everything. Like, what's the hardest part about going to the gym? Is getting there.
Yeah.
But once you get there, and you get into the groove and start doing it, man, it just becomes natural.
And that's another thing. Like, you could have a car, you could have the resources to get there, but it's like, are you willing to? Like, you might be in a place like LA where everyone's creating, you have every opportunity you need around you, but it's like, are you willing to take that step? And you've showed from like, you could make those resources in places you don't have it.
Right.
So it's about the drive more than what you have.
Yeah, like don't get it confused with location. Like a lot of people say, yeah, LA and Atlanta is where you need to move and where you need to be to grow. I had a family member that told me you're not gonna grow unless you move to one of these cities. And I was like, well, I don't believe that because like I've already built something on my own from this small ass town where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? So nah, it ain't about that, man. If you got the willpower, you got the drive, and you got the time to do stuff and make stuff happen, then you can do anything. Like it's not about where you're at. It's not about a lot of it is who you know, but in my situation, no, it was never about who I knew or where I was at. It was just my drive, man, my passion for what I was doing. I spent hours making content. Like hours. I didn't care if they got 20 views, 50 views, 100 views. But I knew, hey, I got something done today. Time for the next step. Time for the next video. What's next? How can I keep this going? How can I keep this engagement growing? So when you asked me earlier about how did I branch off and start doing all these different things, man, I figured out the algorithm. And once I did, I was able to channel through different content. And that's how I grew my following so fast, originality.
Cheers to that. You want to try another one?
Oh shit. Man, it really got me drinking Boba.
This one's I know you like your frappuccinos.
Frappuccino?
Like watch out for the boba balls. You might want to bring that straw.
Let me bring that up, bro. Ain't no damn way.
I'm done with you, bro. This shit.
I can't drink this shit. No disrespect to Boba, bro. This shit ain't for everybody though. It's
You have
good,
this out where
bro.
you're at or no?
I ain't ever seen a Boba place to go.
Really?
To. Yeah, no.
I remember I brought you when the first time you came to LA, or the first time we met, we went to the boba place. Yeah, see that? Still going for
I'm
it.
thirsty. That's all. I'm just thirsty.
Oh, you know what? This might have been. What is this? You gonna try this one too?
Yeah.
How much time are we at?
Hour and 5 minutes.
Oh, that's perfect. Is there anything else you want to get into this one? Anything else you want to get into, Mr. Suave? Where'd that name come from?
Funny story, actually.
My mom gave it to me.
Nah, it wasn't even my mom. It was my dad, man. I hated my name growing up.
So it's your government name, right?
I hated my name growing up, man. It wasn't normal. And then growing up and people saying regular names like Stephen, John, Adam, Caleb, whatever. And then the teacher called me out some Suave. I was like, what you mean, Suave, bro? It's simple. It's suave. Like, come on. Like, you can't.
So it's Suave. It's not Suave, right?
Ladies say Suave, man. A lot of the guys call me Suave. Like, girls would be funny with it. They be like, oh, so Suave, Rico. I'll be like, chill. I'll be like, chill out. It's Suave. Like, it's Suave. But I hated my name growing up. I told my parents when I was 17 I was going to change my name. I didn't like it. And then I kind of just grew into it. And it kind of just happened. So I was like,
Mine was like a complete opposite story. I loved my name growing up.
Kia. That's
I didn't
different,
hear
bro.
any
It's
other
unique.
Kia. Everyone was like,
It's unique.
I'm like, fuck you, Ben.
Yeah, it's unique, man.
And it's cool. Everyone's like, what's Kia short for? I'm like, nothing. That's it.
KIA.
Yeah, I don't have a middle name. It's just Kia.
Killed in action.
I got that a lot. I got Killed in Action. I got Kia. I got Optima. I got Soul. Kia Soul. People would call me. I got Kia, or like, you know, the what was that? The Chichichia pets or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm talking about? The Chia pets. I got Kia Pets. So I liked it. I was like, I like being a little bit different.
Yeah, absolutely. That's dope.
I don't know how I'd feel being named after a shampoo bottle.
That shit lit. That shit
Suave,
lit.
last one right here.
All right.
Mm,
No.
it's that one.
No, it's not.
What's that shit? Strawberry Oreos, I think. Mm.
Strawberry Oreos, bro. I'm black. Strawberry Oreos don't go together. What you mean strawberry? He said that shit like I was finna like that. Strawberry Oreos. Like, what you mean? Strawberries and Oreos, bro. Don't do that.
What do you
bro.
eat? I feel like are you picky? You're picky.
Not really, man. I like whatever I'm eating to have a little flavor, seasoning to it. I'm not picky.
Do you like sushi?
I'm really big on texture.
Oh.
I'm really big on texture.
You were waiting for that.
Yeah. I'm really big on texture, man. For instance, like raw calamari. I don't know how anybody can eat that.
Isn't all calamari raw?
No, you can fry it.
That's true.
You can fry it.
But inside, it's still the same thing. It's like rubbery.
That's what I'm saying. I can't do that.
Oh, you know? What about, you say no sushi, no like salmon, huh?
I love salmon. I
But
love
you like
salmon.
cooked salmon, no?
Cooked salmon. Yeah.
You don't like the raw salmon
Hell
that's like
no.
mushy and
Hey, me.
do you? That's probably the most like picky food, huh? Sushi. People are either all for sushi or all against sushi.
All against it, like you know what chitlins is?
Chitlins, no.
You know what chitlins-
Do you know what chitlins is? At a restaurant?
Nah, bro. Chitlins is like
I hate people who are like, I thought you were gonna do it to me. I hate people who are like, you know what this is? I'm like, no. He's like, and then moves on to the next comment. I'm like, you didn't even tell me what it was, bro. You made me sound stupid.
yeah, nah. Chitlins is like I want to say it's like pig intestines. Yeah,
You eat that?
it's no, I don't.
Oh, okay.
I have it before, but a lot
Pig
of people. It's
intestine?
big in the South. Chitlins is big in the South. Like if you go to a cookout, you should.
Is
expect
it big in the
chitlins.
South or is it pig in the South?
No, it's big in the South. Definitely big in the South.
Is it?
Yeah.
Suave.
Talk to me.
I appreciate you for coming on.
Yeah.
I appreciate you for taking your time out of your busy ass day of doing nothing in LA on your vacation. No, you hung out with the D'Amelios last time, huh? Before we go.
Yeah. They are such a great family, man. The D'Amelios are awesome. Shout out to Charlie, Dixie, Heidi, all of them.
I remember I dropped
love
you
them.
off in front of their house. They just have like these massive bushes covering their house, kind of like Drake's house, kind of, you know.
Yeah,
You have no clue what's going on behind it. And she just walked out. Who was it? Was it the mom?
Yeah, it was Heidi.
Heidi walked
It was Heidi,
out.
Uh-huh.
Said, "Hi, Suave. Is that your car?"
Yeah. She's awesome. I love Heidi D'Amelio. Like she's honestly, I consider her like family. She's awesome.
Well, thank you for coming, Suave. I appreciate you for taking the time out of your very busy schedule of creating videos with your dog. No, but truly, thank you, bro. And I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of the No Script Podcast. Unfortunately, Boba was not for Suave,
Hell no.
so more for me after the
Cut that
podcast.
shit out.
Make sure you guys subscribe. Go check out Suave Xavier. I'll have him linked in the description.
Oh yeah.
Leave a comment who you guys want to see next, and I will see you guys on the next episode of No Script. Have a good night. Have a good day.